the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything.
you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people. And you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intention.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, the apostles, and those are great millstone. Salutations to my brothers and sisters out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. The name of this lesson is you're not free. All right. The name of the lesson is you're not free. All right. You're not freedom. There's no freedom in America. Okay. Despite what they tell you through the media. All right. These the leaders amongst our people, the famous ones, the athletes, they would tell you that we're free. Okay. And your pastors, your preachers, all the leaders, they're going to say that we're free here in America. But that's the complete opposite of the truth, okay? We're still being held captive in this land of ours, man. And our enemies are at the top. Our enemies are the chief. Our enemies are the very elite, okay? You don't get to see them, all right? All right, they're the ones behind closed doors, okay? You got some? Lamentations 1 and 5? Yep.
This is Lamentations chapter 1, verse 5. It said, her adversaries are the chief, and her enemies prosper.
Right, so her adversaries are the chief, meaning her enemies. And it's talking about Israel, okay? Our enemies are the chief ones, okay? The reason why we're in ghettos and they, redline us, they put us in ghettos, okay? And they cut us off from all these other, these other districts now, you know? All our oppression, all the peril that we go through is being generated, okay? And that can be proven, all right?
Her adversaries are the chief, and her enemies prosper.
Yep.
For the Lord had afflicted her with a multitude of her transgressions.
Right, and who's your enemies, man? All right? Deuteronomy 28. They should get above you very high, you know? Enemies are the other nations. You see them prospering, man. You see them selling to you in your neighborhoods. You see them doing all type of things, man. Okay, they come over here in America. Somehow they get an advancement, you know, and they advance above it. You know, here it is. You've been here for hundreds of years, and your ancestors go way back to the transatlantic slave trade. We built America, and we don't get no benefits of the slave trade, of the free slave labor. You know, but here you go. You got J.P. Morgan, you got all these, Chase Bank. You know, you have made billions. I'm sorry, trillions and trillions of dollars on the backs of slaves. Then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go into this document, briefly, and just. I got a free, so we're going to go into the document, and, there's it basically breaks down who owns this country, you know, hit above very high. I think it's in the 40s. While you getting that, I'll just start reading this. This is this is from the website redemptionservice.com. Okay, it says the Redemption Service Study Guide, a roadmap to understanding the present legal status of Americans today. Okay, so it's going to go into how basically you Americans, primarily Black lives and Native Americans, you don't have no free will. You don't own freedom, so to speak. Okay, you don't even own the assets that you buy, whether it be a car or a house. You know, there's still the elites have a lien on everything here in America. Okay, so you're basically slaves. All right. So it says today most Americans think of the year 1776 as a glorious year of the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the birth of America. Yet that very same year, historically speaking, and coincidentally, gave birth to something else other than just America, something that would have an incredibly profound impact upon all of America in her history, and subsequently upon the whole entire world. Only 2 months prior, the great historical July 4th signing of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia, another type of birth took place elsewhere in the world. So just 2 months before, the 4th of July in 1776, which, you Americans, you celebrated that this year, there was a birth of something else. We're going to get into it. It says, the day was May 1st, 1776. The place was Bavaria, Germany. And the birth was that of a secret society of scholars known from that day forward as the ancient illuminated seers of Bavaria. Okay? So the birth the Independence Day, that goes hand in hand with the May 1st, 1776, the birth of the Illuminati. All right? And it's not ironic or by coincidence, 2 months later, America has its independence.
I know. It's the Deuteronomy 28:3. It's the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Right. So those are your enemies prospering over you. That's going back to that Lamentations 1:5. Okay, so these nations prosper over us. Okay, why? Because our foreparents transgressed the law. All right, which led to us being going into slavery. Furthermore, Esau, the so-called white man, furthered the affliction. Okay, I think that's Zechariah, if I'm not mistaken. But they forwarded the affliction. That's why we're in the condition that we're in. And they think we're just crying out, we're just, complaining, They think that, we're just, that we're just, that we foiled our opportunity at, making. Like we just, they're just unfortunate that they're in that condition. Or they want to be in that condition. No, our condition was generated, all right? And you jakes need to come up out of the mindset that you're free here in America. There's no freedom. Okay? And we're going through it. Alright? And ultimately this is leading to permanent slavery, which is involves the RFID chip. Okay? And it starts with the image of the beast. It starts with the philosophy, the idealism of this place, American philosophy behind everything, the political structure, how everything is set up. And then it leads into the RFID chip. And the elites are pretty much forwarding this agenda. It says, this is on page 2. It says, it says, this is page 2, all right, the article or the document. It says, I think around the second paragraph, it says, like that of a weapon in war, the enemy must hide his position, and it's going into the Illuminati, all right? Because the Illuminati is comprised of different secret societies, all right? And they all have the hidden knowledge of the world and who you people are, all right? especially specifically the tribes, Black Lives and Native Americans. Right? It says like that of a weapon in war, the enemy must hide his position, his communications, his movements, his supplies, his weapons. Everything must be kept secret. Tis why they call it top secret, because it is the secrecy is itself a weapon or a war being waged upon and against others or another or others, those unexpecting, others being the rest of the population, the people unsuspecting, because everything has been covertly and subvertly kept secret from them. All right, and this is one of the main facts they kept our nationality from us. And another main thing that they did was hijack the state of Israel. I'll just call it Israel. Now they call it the state of Israel, thanks to a British mandate they did back in 1948, 49. Okay.
I was gonna say too, if they were actually the people, why would they need to proclaim it as a state?
They can already proclaim it because they was trying to take it from the Palestinians that were there. Really, it's not their land.
That's what the whole war with Palestine going on right now.
Yeah. That's why they can't stop going. They can't stop the violence that's going on. Okay, as they continue to try to fight over their land. It's an ethnic cleansing right now. Okay, but they claim they're the people, but they're supposed to fit the prophecies. And that's one thing you Americans don't realize, and y'all gonna keep overlooking. Okay, you're supposed to fit the prophecies. Okay, you calling yourselves an Israelite, you're not going to trace your DNA back to your foreparents because they hid all the information. All right, anything that has anything to do with us connecting ourselves with our foreparents, they have taken that information. All right, and we're talking about the elites. All right, it says the secret or secrecy is the weapon, and the war is that of an economic war, a war being waged by the few, to conquer the economic business industry and finance of the whole entire world. All right, and that's why you Black Lives and Native Americans, you consume more of the products and pay more than any other nation in the world. You contribute billions of dollars to these industries, and you have nothing to show for it. You have no assets. You have nothing, man. All right, because it's constructed as such, man. They deprive you of your basic economic needs. All right, you can't get a business in the hood unless you part of a fraternity. All right. You just ask around, man, on how many Jakes are trying to establish businesses here in America, and they were thwarted and they were undermined. Okay. It says a war being waged by the few to conquer the economic business industry and finance of the whole entire world, to then secure the victory by permanently locking it into place. That is locking up the financial victory and control permanently through manipulation of the laws and lawmaking party followed with mandatory microchipping of the entire population. And that's how they're that's the end game, okay? And a lot of people don't believe that. And the ones that propagate that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, you are with the establishment. You're part of the structure. Okay? You're part of the fraternity, sorority orders who are keeping the masses of the people blind. All right? So yes, we are yet this day in our captivity. I'll finish reading this off. It says, then wrapping everything up by implementing some sort of public policy measure whereby the conquered can now be placed under direct supervision, controlled by the military and or executive branch, and isolated to labor camps and subject to mandatory labor at such camps. All right, and that's why they have FEMA in the Rex 84. All all right, which a lot of you heard about. That's specifically for you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, and a lot of you Edomites, you white people. See, our concern ain't really with you Edomites, you regular peon Edomites at the bottom, because you're going to be destroyed too. Okay, our enemies are at the very top. Okay, and nobody's going to escape this judgment, because that hour of temptation, everybody has to face. All right, it's like yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a Baruch 3 and 8. It said, moreover, yeah, Baruch 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet in our captivity. It's like, behold, we are yet in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproof and a curse. It's like a reproach and a curse to be subject unto pagans.
Yeah, and to be subject to payments. And that's what we are, man. We live paycheck to paycheck. At least they don't have to worry about that, man. Okay? They structured the society to run the way it does so they can oppress us. All right? And you got all these other things, consent, manufactured consent, you know, and you jakes thinking y'all winning, and really y'all losing. Okay? A lot of you thought civil rights was good enough. All right, a lot of y'all thought the Emancipation Proclamation was good enough, but that only means that you've been transferred from one slave master to the next slave master, which was the institutions. All right, go ahead.
According to all the iniquities of your fathers,
Right. According to all our iniquities of our fathers. All right, and that's why we don't have the history. That's why we can't go back and understand, because really our quarrel is with the Lord. All right, and the so-called white man is the Lord's whooping stick, according to Psalm 17. All right, once you get a full understanding of how this thing works. Go ahead. Okay.
which have departed from Yahweh thy power.
Yeah.
Hear, O Israel, I command thee. So, hear, O Israel, the commandments of life, give ear unto understanding and wisdom. How happened it to Israel that thou hast, that thou art thine enemy, and the land that thou art waxing old and a strange country.
Right, so we are waxing old in a strange country. This is America. This is a strange country. We've never been here before. All right, we were taken off the coast, the west coast of Africa. You know, we had to flee. First and foremost, we had to flee Jerusalem. All right, 70 AD. All right, in the Roman Jewish wars. Okay, which they were oppressing us vigorously, man. You know, so we fled into countries in Asia, countries in Africa, countries in Europe. All right, we fled throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, but the bulk of us went into what you call the west coast of Africa. Okay, Nigeria, Ghana, all these different places, man. All right, and our people still remain over there, and they think that they're Christians, they think that they're African, they think that they're Muslims. You know, all of that crap, man. We're Israelites, man, and we're coming to declare. The Lord has risen us up and given us the spirit to rise up. You know, what's the like? Go ahead.
Thou that art defiled with the dead, that thou art counted with them that go down unto the grave.
Yeah, the dead of the other nations, man. Okay, we are as the other nations, and a lot of people can't even get their Gentile thing because y'all spiritually, your minds are spiritually warped. You're spiritually zapped to the truth. Okay, go ahead.
Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom,
Which is the truth. So y'all got this in y'all churches, but y'all not reading it. Y'all not reading it with a spiritual eye, because the Lord, in most cases, He hasn't opened it up to you. And that's why Isaiah 30 and 20, your teachers are among you. Your teachers are set before you. All right? I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture. When you read Isaiah 30 and 20, it tells you right off the bat, man. All right? Your teacher shall be not hid in the corner anymore, man. All right? What?
thou hast forsaken the foundation of wisdom. For if thou hast walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldst have dwelled in peace forever.
In which which we're not. I mean, we haven't, but we have been redeemed to His word, right? The washing of His word, renewing our minds, being renewed to the truth, right? And the Spirit revealing unto us, not some theologian and some seminary school, okay? That ain't how you get the truth, all right? And the Lord is waking up the load, okay? And He's setting us up. Read the last part again, Salah.
Says, verse 13, it says, if thou had walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldest have dwelt in peace forever.
Which we are going to dwell in peace forever. All right? That's why we have this truth now. Okay? We're going to go through the things and we're waiting on the prophecies to fulfill so we can capture this certain prophecies. Which the main prophecy is the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom to God. Psalms 21:7. I'm gonna read this real quick just so you can understand who's your enemy. Alright? It says this on page 321. It says the free thinkers of his time. He's talking about Adam Weinstein, who was the founder of the Illuminati. And he was heavily funded by the Rothschilds or the Rothschild family. Which Rothschilds mean red shield. And they're Edomites, and when you go into the word of, what is it, the one, all right? They're red, man, all right? It says the free thinkers of his time, an offshoot of the Enlightenment, and eventually came to hate religion, the church, government, and those in control of the church and government. He became attracted to study of such writings as that of the Voltaire, it's Latin, I believe, and in such works as that of the Kabbalah, all right, and that's what the Zionists, that's what they worship. They don't do the Tanakh, all right.
We worship heavy in that too.
It says in numerous other esoteric, meaning hidden, books related to ancient Egyptian esoteric studies, the Eleusinian mysteries, astrology, the occult, and magic, in all of his esoteric and satanic occult studies, all right, they soon came to adopt the number 5 as uniquely cherished number. And it's just talking about Adam Weinstein and his studies and what he studied. And all the luminaries, the elite among them, they study in these books, man. They study the occultism of Satanism, man. All right. So these are your enemies. All right. So this is on page 4 to be specific. All right. These are the people that are your enemies. All right. You know what? Read that verse and then we'll go into this.
It's in Psalms 21:7. For the king trusted in the Most High, and through the mercy of the Most High, he shall not be moved. Thine hand find out all thy enemies, and thy right hand find out those that hate thee.
Right. So the Lord is basically letting us know who our enemies are. Okay. All right, and that's why it says that. And the king shall find out who, all his enemies and those that hate him. All right. So on page 4, it says the Knights Templar, Knights of Malta, Black Nobility, the Grand Orient Masonic Lodges of Freemasonry, and others. All right. So it names them again, but it says the Royal Arches, Order of the Eastern Star, Ancient Arabic Order of the Mystic Shriners, Order of the Rose Cross, or Rose Cross, Rosicrucians. These are all your enemies. All right, Order, Template, and they all know you're Israelites, man. All right, they all know you're Israelites. Okay.
And at one point in time, they actually tell you, is it Louis Farrakhan?
Yeah.
He actually tell them that they're Israelites, but he can't go there. Yeah.
He got to pretty much sway and say that you Edomites, that we're Edomites. But nowhere in the book do we fit the prophecy. We have to look at our condition and see if the book fits our condition, or what the book is saying fits our condition. It fits the so-called white man. All right.
So the last scripture we read, I did well. Now, so had dwell in peace.
Yep.
You should have had peace, but like you see, it's all nothing war going on over there. That's how you know they don't fit the prophecy. They're not the people.
In their heavenly prosper. They're heavenly prosper. Okay. It says the Rosicrucians. It says Ordo Templi Orientis Hermetic. Give me Psalm 83. Order of the Golden Dawn, Benai Brit, the Bilderbergs, Club of Rome, Society of Skull and Bones, and many others. Today they are all interconnected through Freemasonry and are all considered Masonic lodges within themselves, something we will touch more upon. All right, so even when you go into these cities, when you enter into a new city, what do you see? You see all the coat of arms, and what do you see? You see the Masonic lodges, and then you see all the contributors to the society. Hopefully in post-production I put a picture of. But every city you go into, what? They always show you who pretty much who are the forerunners of the city. Okay? So it's evident. It's evident who it's evident who our enemies are. All right? And these are the people that own you, and they do it by way of manufactured consent. They did it by way of 14th Amendment, covertly making you slaves to the system, to their system, and soon, all right, they're gonna make you a permanent slave with that RFID chip. So you're gonna say
Psalms 83, 1.
Yep.
This is Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
Right, and that's why the Most High is consuming them with the spirit of His mouth, according to Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians. All right, their skirts are being lifted up. All right, all the things that they have done behind closed doors is being brought out. Okay, and the Lord has put the Spirit on us, what? To cry out. All right, and He hears our prayers, man. He hears our prayers.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head, lifted up the head.
Right, and remember, our enemies, what? In Lamentations 1 and 5, we tell you our enemies are chief. They're at the top. All right? What?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consented against thy hating ones, and have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, and that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right, and that's why we don't have any history past. Well, they don't teach us any history in their curriculum, with their curriculum in the public school sectors, because of that fact. Because they want to cut us off from being a nation. All right, all they give us is slavery. All right, and they want to throw in Darwinism. Okay, we spawn from animals and stuff like that. All right, this is being coerced. This is being strategically coerced. All right, you got UNESCO and all these different the Council on Foreign Relations who come together, and they'll sit and talk, and they'll have a council against us, man. All right, they'll have a council against us. Now the names that I mentioned, it's gonna tell you in Psalms 83. Go ahead.
They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consented together with one consent, and they are confederate against you. The tabernacles of Edom,
Like the so-called white man, all right, which we know is Esau, which is Edom, according to the Bible, according to the prophecies that they fulfill now, all right, through the Spirit, okay, which a lot of you people don't have the Spirit, all right.
the Israelites,
The Arabs, so-called Arabs, what? During the 1600s, late 1600s, they built the ships that the Zionist Jews, the West Dutch Indies companies bought from them all right, to put us in cargo slave ships. Okay? Go ahead.
Moabite or Moab,
The Chinese. Okay? Go ahead.
and the Hagarenes,
All right, keep going.
and Gebal, and Ammon,
Which Ammon is the Japanese, okay? Then you got the Hagarenes, which are Hamites, all right? You got Hamitic nations, which they want to call us Ham. We're not Ham. We're clearly a different type of Negroid, if you want to, for lack of better words. We're a different type of people, man. All right? That's right off. All right? So we read 2 Letters, chapter 6, verses 54. And I'm, you know, read some things. 6.
This is second Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. So after these, Adam also, who made us Lord of all creatures, of him came we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Most High. Thou madest the world for our sake. And as for
Yeah, you know what, you can drop it. Well, Jeremiah 50 and 33, and I'll read this Baruch 2, 30. This is Baruch chapter 2, verses 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves." And that's what happened here in America. You know, Hosea 1 and 10, we are remembering ourselves in the land of our captivity. All right? We're remembering who we were. We're remembering our history. Okay? That was never told to us. In fact, it was held back from us by the institution called the church, in the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? Which is the head of all churches. All right? So it says, "But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name." All right, and that's why we call on the name of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. And we don't call on the name of Jesus Christ, because that's people they ignorantly call the Lord that, man. And he spoke Hebrew, he didn't speak Greek. All right? And that's just simple and plain. It says, "In return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord." All right? Okay, and we're remembering the ways of our fathers now. Okay, how much more, brother? I mean, how much more now than ever? Okay? And it says, "And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished." All right, and that's what's going to happen, man. All right, that's the promise that was given to us. But these elites, they know that we have the promise, and that the earth is our inheritance.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 3. "So for out of the north there came up a nation against her, which shall not make her land desolate, which shall make her land desolate."
So let me Jeremiah 30.
So Jeremiah 30 and 1, "And the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thou hast spake of the Lord Thou hast spake of the Lord power of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book."
Right, that's why we have it now. And they always question, well, who wrote the book? Well, our foreparents wrote the book. Idiots. All right? Go ahead.
"For lo, the days come, said the Most High, that I will bring again the captivity of my of my people Israel and Judah, said the Lord.
Now it happened various times, but it's gonna happen one last final time. Okay. Go ahead.
And I will cause them to return unto the land which I have gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words which the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
Right, and that's the whole 10 tribes. Okay, I mean that's the whole 12. All right, because when you do the history, that the 10 tribes are split up from the main 2. All right, which throw Levi in there. They were all split. You were all split. Okay. You had Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and then you had the northern kingdom, right? Which consisted of the Latino tribes, the natives, the Native Americans of this land. All right. Just verse 7.
So verse 7, it says, "At last the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Right. So who's going to be saved out of the elect? Okay. The ones that the Most High has chosen. All right. The day of trouble is the day that that RFID chip comes. All right. Mandatory. Okay. Which we're going to end on that note. Hey man, you're not free, and that RFID chip is going to prove that you're not free. All right. Because everybody's going to be tried. Okay. Revelations 13:11.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "And behold, another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he had exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast."
Right? And that's America. Okay? That's America. And that first beast represents the Roman Empire. Okay? Because you still have the same the same political structure as the Roman Empire. You have it now today. It still exists. All right? And that image is what? Homosexuality. All right? The Democratic Republicanism. All sorts of madness. All right?
You get down to the infrastructure.
Yeah. Exactly. On how the buildings are made, everything. It's a split image. Right?
Whose deadly wounds was healed.
Yeah, because it fell. The Roman Empire fell. All right? But it was resurrected. The ideology was resurrected. All right? And they've been trying to resurrect it for some time. But it started with Britain, and then you got Britain's baby, which is America. Okay? That's why it's called the daughter of Babylon. Right?
And he does great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Jump to just 15, verse 15.
So verse 15. And he had power. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as not worship it or worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So anybody that doesn't believe in this way of life, American life, as it is today, they're gonna turn against you. They're gonna force you to be put to death. Okay? And a lot of you, like I said, mentioned earlier, manufactured consent. A lot of you go with things because it's the way society is pushing. Okay? And you believe wholeheartedly that God is dealing with America, and that this American society is pretty much the kingdom of heaven. All right? But the Most High is saying opposite. All right? So read verse 16.
Verse 16. It said, "He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead."
And that mark goes back to the word karate, which I believe is sigil. All right. And then when you go deeper into the root, it's talking about a pill or a state that's being inserted. All right. And that's the RFID chip. Okay. So they're going to force everybody to get this chip. And ultimately, that's going to prove that you jakes aren't free. Okay? And a lot of you are going to take that chip. Go ahead.
And no man might buy it or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Which is the UPC. All right? Because guess what? That RFID chip is going to be coded to every UPC code in the world. All right? That's why this is the only way you can buy or sell. Is if you have a UPC code.
Coded and encrypted.
Yeah, exactly. It's a universal product code that every item has, every product in the world has, man. All right? You can't buy or sell without this. All right? And they're making that chip to fit, or we're coding that chip so everything can be pretty much bought and sold with the chip. All right? Good.
So buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the number of the name, or the number of or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, here is wisdom. Let him that understandeth count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. Okay? It's the number of a man. So it's basically telling you, it's basically telling you, it's evident who's going to be running. And that man is the devil, the so-called white man. Okay? All right? And they pride themselves on 666 and all that crap. All right? So this I'm going to end it on this note. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verses 68. It says, behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. That has everything to do that has everything to do with the chip, because a lot of y'all just going along in America and thinking everything is all right and everything is okay. It's okay to do this. It's okay to be an American, and not questioning the leadership or the powers that be. All right, so you're just going along with it. Okay, and to prove you're not free, man, they're going to cart y'all away in those labor internment camps, man. All right. Verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Okay. So basically, those who pretty much consent with going with the chip. So a lot of jakes, a lot of blacks, they're into the technology, and they'll get that chip without question. Because it's new. It's the new wave of technology. It's fun. It's easy. And they're gonna buy into the chip, man.
If I may add, when all the chaos kick off, there's gonna be chaos going on at that time, and that's gonna be their peace and safety.
Yep.
That's gonna be their way out. They take it out, and you think they ain't gonna rat you out for their own safety? They doing it willingly now. And when that pressure comes down, they really gonna do how much more?
Yeah, because we're living in an age where they're surveilling everything we do. All right, they're surveilling us on our phones even now. They're doing everything in their power to keep us monitored, and that's what the elites want us to do. I mean, that's what they've been doing. Okay, since their inception, they had their plans very well sought out. All right, So with that, we're gonna close out. Hopefully, brothers and sisters were edified. A lot of scriptures just came off the spirit. Just to prove that you blacks not as Native Americans, you're not safe. You're not free here in America. All right, this is the land of free doom. All right. With that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem, Yahushai, Shem, Wakakadash, the double honesty, apostle, and salutations to the brothers and sisters.